Hello and welcome back to Season 4, Episode 2 of Raising the Robins with Carshalton Athletic in the Vanarama National League now on Fit Manager 2019. And if you're joining us from the last episode, you'll know obviously we played Hartlepool in the opening game this season. Today we've skipped a little bit further than I initially hoped. As you can see in the top right hand corner, we are in October. I was supposed to be coming back for a game in September and then maybe the double header with AFC WImbledon and Sutton United. I decided to skip right through September and come back and just record AFC WImbledon today and Sutton for the next episode, purely because the schedule's going to be a little hit and miss at the moment, so I just wanted to get these two recorded nice and quickly. But we start on the finances screen today. As you can see, we're still in quite a good overall balance, still keeping our heads afloat. We've got a good little spike of money here, which obviously a lot of that is the pre-season friendlies. But our wage budget, transfer budget is still pretty good. Our wage budget, we're still spending under half of it really. Our scouting budget will probably plough most of that back into the club as well. In fact, I might even I can't do it right now. There's a way of doing it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll do it in a minute. So let's see. It's in the scouting screen in a minute somewhere. So yeah, we're doing pretty healthy. This month so far, 32 grand in the black, but we are only in the 5th of the month, so not too much to say. But let's see how we've got up to since the last episode. I will say there's going to be a lot of mentions of tactic changing, tactic tinkering. I might have mentioned it in the last episode actually. I'm not too sure that it didn't feel like what we were doing towards the end of last season and that first game against Hartlepool. It didn't feel like it was quite right. Maybe since the last patch, something like that, something has changed a little bit, and it just went off a little off the boil towards the end of last season. And obviously that Hartlepool game wasn't much good better either. So let's see how we got on in those games since, and we'll go through sort of some of the changes I made. So the next game would be away to Aldershot. Not a great result again, so another loss. They absolutely battered us and probably deserved more than a 4-2 win really. We went 1-0 down from a corner, 2-0 down pretty quickly, and then 3-0 down just through very, very terrible defending. I think we were still playing the 4-4-2, what we were playing the last season or two in this one. We managed to get a goal back through a free kick through Leslon's cellar, and he's grabbed a couple I think in this little run of games that we've got coming up to talk about. So he's on the guy on loan for Coventry, he's not doing too badly. But he then did go 4-1 down in 70 minutes before Chrome got back just before the end to make it 4-2. Then to be fair, it could have been 5 or 6 if not for our goalkeeper, who got a 7 rating. Is that a key pass? He made a key pass apparently as well. So I don't know how he hasn't got man. Well, they're one of their guys who's obviously got man in the match, I'd imagine. But for our team, yeah, Seller and Corona just because they scored the goals. Yeah, nothing to talk about really in that game. We then had Boston at home, and we managed to nick a 1-0 win. And to be honest, we probably could have had another one. We missed a penalty before this, but we changed up our approach to this one. We a bit leaky at the back, so we were playing 4-2-3-1. We weren't creating enough from the 4-4-2 either. We scored 2 goals in the last game, but if you're seeing 4 then scoring 2 and still losing 4-2, it's not great. And I can't remember what the Hartlepool game was, but I don't think we scored in that game. So we tried to go a little bit more attacking in this game actually, and just thought, if we're going to let him goals for the 3 goals, we might as well try and score 4. Try and score 1 more than them if we're going to concede anyway. And just try and erase the edge of the box goals just by having a couple. I don't know. I just tried to have a different change of approach and different change of duties and roles and stuff, just to see if it helped. We battled this win. We kept a clean sheet, which is very nice as well. I don't know where Boston were at the time or where they are now, but a very good result. We missed a penalty, like I say, Corona, but Kuboa got a goal in his more favoured position in a wing role. He kind of suited him, so it's a lot of what I've done is been trying to get him in that kind of role he likes more than the left wing, or even the striker role, because it's just he is one of our best players. He's our leading appearance maker. He is a key player in this team. Back to losing ways. We stuck with the 4-2-3-1. I think we did. We played in that last game, but we went 1-0 down to a penalty, so a little bit harsh. It won the hour, and then we went for it. And after that goal conceded, and they did get one back right at the death, 90th minute. Again, we didn't really create enough. A lot of fouls. We had the possession bizarrely, but we had a goal disallowed from Carey as well. This kind of made me think we needed a slightly different approach away to home. I think Dagenham were doing well. I think they've gone on from strength to strength a little bit as well. So it's not completely mismatching in terms of score. We did quite well to keep it to 2, I guess. But it felt like what we did at home in that last game, we nicked the win. It didn't quite work away from home, so we needed a little bit of a change up. I think we did change it a little bit in this game. We adjusted it again just to tinker around with what we were doing really. And this felt like it could be the one, but we did say that last time. So I didn't stick with what we did at home last time. I thought I'd just try something else, and it didn't work. It backfired this game. We got 1-0 down, 1-0 up actually, sorry, through Koroma. They equalised for a free kick, well, right at the death, and then even further at the death. Straight after that goal, they pretty much the same highlight. It wasn't, but it was the next highlight, but it felt like immediately after. Another outside the box shot. It was a better performance, it felt. We created more chances, we had more possession. We actually played really well, but we just that leakiness at the back. It's a free kick and an outside the box. It's a set piece, and it's the usual goals. So they're going up a division and changing what we're doing hasn't resulted in anything changing there either. A real tough one was Tranmere, just 2 days later, so everyone very tired. So we had to try and mix out a few players where we can. We stuck with that 4-1-2-2-1 again, to see if it could do. We went 1-0 down, but we did equalise through Omar Koroma, and then took a 2-1 lead at another free kick from Lesbon Sela on just after half time, 52 minutes. But they come back to 2-2, and we went 3-2 down, 4-2 down. Before Koroma got a penalty, 64 minutes. But then that was the end of the action. We scored 3 goals from 6 on target, so we kind of did a little number on them there. We obviously lost the game, so not really, but you know, they again could have been a lot clearer. But we've seen them many times where we've had these sort of figures against these sort of figures and lost sort of 2-1, 1-0, that sort of stuff. So it was pleasing to see a little bit of progress being made, but we need the points on the board at this stage. We've only won 1 game out of 5 or something, so yeah, not a good run of form, and we found ourselves, I think, only off the bottom of the table at that point, I think, because Sutton was still on 0 points or something like that, which is a rival team, so for our fans that's good, but we're still in that bottom 4, I think it is, so yeah, very struggling start to the season. This Barnet game started a bit of a run of a few results here and there. We got 1-0 down, but Corboa made it 1-1. Again, we didn't create as much as them, but we created as many shots on target. We restricted them to shots from distance. I don't have any notes about their goal on here. It was the 4th minute early on, but we brought young McLally into the team. He's gone from our youth system. He sort of steps up. We had Corcoran in the attacking midfielder role in one of our tactics, and he came up as the back up to him when he got injured, and he slotted in this tactic quite nicely. It was a bit of a variation, this one. This was a bit of an asymmetric thing I tried. So we did a bit like my Arsenal save, so we put the striker off just to the side, the attacking midfielder just off to the side. So it's kind of like a 4-4-2, but with the left-sided midfielder pushed a bit forward, and the striker. So yeah, 4-4-2. Yeah, sorry, 4-4-2. With the midfielders as they are, and then the attacking midfielder just off to the left, and the striker just off to the right. A bit like I do in my Arsenal one. So Aubameyang sort of tends to play off the side, and Ozil sort of hovers the other side. We tried to do a little bit of that because we have had a little bit of joy with the Arsenal save, so I thought maybe we try and incorporate that a bit. A good 1-1 result against the former league team, Barnet. So yeah, good result, and another point on the board, which is the main thing. Another away game, another away draw, another 1-1, and they were top of the league at the point, so it was even more of a great result for us. They got a red card. We went 1-0 down through Jacob Brown on 59 minutes, and then they got a red card on about 10 minutes to go, something like that, and then it was an own goal for them. So Broccoli, trying to think of a joke there, but I can't think of it on top of my head. So it's an own goal on the 91st minute. Something about seeing in the dark, that's carrots. I don't know, but we weren't great, but we snatched a 1-1 draw against the top team in the league. Possibly something to do with the red card. We did sort of go for it a little bit more at that point, push a few more players into attacking roles, that sort of stuff. We went a bit more attacking and just see what we could do. But yeah, great result, and it's 2 draws and abouts, 2 points on the board. Still keeping us in those relegation places, but it's progress. And we finally recorded another win at home this time. We're still sticking with that kind of tactic we were playing there, sort of a 4-4-1-1, with the striker and the attacking midfielder kind of drifting sides. We went 1-0 down in this game again. They were around us in the league, so we're down near the bottom. So this result wasn't like a eureka moment, or we've clicked it. But it was a team that we identified as a team to get points up if we were going to have any chance, really. But we got 1-1 back through Koroma, and then off the bench, Carey rounds the keeper to finish a quite remarkable goal, and I'm going to try and show it now. So as you can see, they had a throw in just in their own half. We did manage to intercept it, a long ball to no one, and it went out to Brown, back out to Ossiu, into Bolton, who whips a great ball through to Kerry, and he just rounds the keeper in 3D it looks a lot better, but I'm not going to try and get it on my computer because yeah, it's not great. It's running a bit slow tonight, but yeah, great 2-1 win against Dover, and it was points against the team who are sort of threatening us around the league. Next up, we had another home game against Solihull Moors, and we managed to record a 4-2 win in this one. They were below us, so again, not that eureka moment. Oh, we're going to go and get promoted again now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We weren't. It wasn't a textbook performance either by both teams. We were kind of equal, but we just managed to come out on top just about. We tinkered a little bit more in this one. You may notice as well that I tend to tinker a little bit when we've just won a game, which is a bit bizarre. But we tinkered in this one. Again, it was a 4-2 win, but it's not the finished product of where we are now. We took a lot of positives from some of the defensive positions because we didn't stopped conceding, according to my notes, a lot of the goals from away. I remember it from playing it from outside the box. We weren't conceding quite so many, so I tried to implement what we were doing in those into this team, and I started specifically man marking centre midfielders, that sort of stuff, to just try and. It didn't seem to work. They never seemed to be man marked, but something clicked and we stopped conceding them. I think we have started doing it again now, so I might need to review that again. But this season is a season of learning. Really, we're trying to learn how to cope in this division. But we took a lead from a corner through cash in on 6 minutes. Corboa gave us double the lead, 2-0. They did get one in this game outside the box, but like I say, it quite quickly went back on us a little bit. Corona made it 3-1 though to give us a little bit of an air of comfort, but that's only on 25 minutes, so there's still a lot of football to play. They did get a penalty just, I think just after half time or just before half time. I think it was literally right after half time to make it 3-2 before Ossiu on 60 minutes on the hour made it 4-2, and not much else happened after that. But yeah, great win again against a team around us in the league. We need to start putting our distance between ourselves and them. They're the games we need to be banking. If we can nick points here and there from teams, you know, at the top of the table or mid-table teams, that's great. But we need to be beating the teams around us. Back down to earth with a bump in this game, away to Field. I think it's Field. We actually took the lead in this one, a 17th minute penalty from Omar Corona, but they equalised with an indirect free kick on 35 minutes. About 20 minutes later, it was instantly 2-1 and then instantly 3-1. So it was 35, 40 and 44. I mean, obviously there's a bit of time between them, 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes between the 3 goals, but it was literally highlight. And then they made it 4-1 for a penalty as well. 53 minutes just after half time, we were dead and buried. And that fifth goal was actually a free kick. I remember it very well. It hit the wall, which comes straight back to him, and he just banged it top corner. Unbelievable. But we went 5-2 back to Corona. We actually switched back to last season's tactic, but went back to that 4-4-2, and it got us a goal, and it kind of closed us up a little bit more. We actually started creating some chances, which we weren't really up until that point. But yeah, still a very, very disappointing result. And brings our goal difference, you know, which could be a key thing this season, crashing down a little bit. And then the last game before we get to here is Leyton Orient. Again, I think they were high to mid-table. Certainly well above us in the table, and as you can see here, it's a 0-0 draw, but we did absolutely nothing. I tried the Route 1 preset in this game, and to try and just sharp them out really, because they were. I remember this now. They were like 3rd or 4th or something, and obviously we had a bit of joy against York, but we were lucky. A few teams we nicked points off here and there, but I felt Leyton Orient, they were quite a high scoring team from what I recall. I think checking them out. So yeah, we went for that Route 1 preset just to try and hold it out, and then if we can hit them on a counter or something, just try and nick it. We got absolutely pounded in this game, 23 shots, but we limited them to all shots from outside the box because they only got 8 on target. They had all the possession, of course, but we held out. We didn't nick that count, unfortunately. We had 2 shots in the game, but we could put the pace up there with Kerry, with Corona come off. We brought Noel Clark. It's not Noel Clark, it's Nathan Clark. I just keep seeing Noel Clark when I see it. It wasn't able to nick a result, but it was a very good point at home against a very, very tough team, and kind of a local-ish derby. They're a London team, so hence the 3,000 capacity there. We've been hitting sort of thousands here and there, primarily at home, for 1,000 to 1,300, but this was a very big capacity. I'd imagine we're away for this one. It is at TV. We have got Sutton next. I imagine that'll be a pretty big one. We've drawn Braintree in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, who are, I think, in the Vanarama. Where are they? I think they're in the the South that we started, National League South. They're doing okay tonight. I think we've played them a few times, so we'll know a little bit about them, but I imagine their team's changed a little bit since we played them. In fact, I think they went up before we went up, and then they came down as we went up maybe, so we might have missed them actually, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we've got AFC WImbledon today. We are then going to drop in Saturday night for the next game, the next episode, which will be on Friday. I'm recording this on Sunday night, so Mondays we recorded last week. I know this week's going to be a bit of a tricky week, so just be after 2 episodes out, and then hopefully I can plough through and get to somewhere in November, somewhere at work this week, and I can start cracking on next week and try and get back on track. Obviously, if I see a month a bit like this where there's 2 games next to each other, I will sort of plan together and just maybe skip a month just to keep it that 9 episode a season kind of format that I'm kind of sticking to a little bit. It's pretty tricky, but yeah, so I've got a lot of notes here now in my thing about tactics I've been trying and things like that. I don't know what we're going with today because I can't remember. I played it last night to get to this point. I was meant to record, but I fell asleep at the laptop and woke up about 3 AM, which was fantastic. But let's jump into the game right now. So here are the lineups. They're going with 4-4-2, as are we. We've got the direct counter-attack preset come up. What I'm trying to work with now a little bit is using some of those presets and just adapting them to what we do and what we have at our disposal, I guess, to a degree. We've used 1 or 2 in this little run up. Again, tinkered them a little bit, trying to put our own little imprint on them if we've got roles that maybe don't fit the players we've got. Tried to make them work with what we do have. We've gone for Kerry up front with Corona next to him, just off of him. Ossu, Sella, Davis and Kovawa in midfield. So a bit of a different midfield. The 2 centre ones certainly are different to last season. The defence is very much the same apart from the new right back. It's not Seth Johnson but Shelby Johnson, and the goalkeeper's the same. I keep forgetting to put a centre midfielder on the bench. It doesn't seem to like putting one on there for some reason. It always does the goalkeeper. I forget to do it when I do the auto pick. I tend to auto pick and then change what I think I need to change. So 4-4-2 for them. They are second in the league, so I'm expecting very little out of this game other than maybe a bit of thumping, in all honesty. It's a local derby, it's on TV, hopefully we can turn up. It's at Plough Lanes, they have actually moved back to Plough Lane. My mum and dad still live 5 minutes from there. I was driving around there the other day. It's still a bit of a building site around there. I don't know when they're actually supposed to move in. It's the old Greyhound Stadium, and obviously the old Plough Lane was about 2 minutes up the road from there. I think I mentioned it in an episode or 2 before when it closed down. Just sort of me and a few mates just going in, bunking over the fence and playing on the actual football pitch, and it was fantastic. But block of flats now, unfortunately. I remember it was Derek for years, possibly going to be like a big Safeway, arguments what it was going to be, and there was talk of Wimbledon going to Dublin and stuff like that. But yeah, it's now a big block of flats, and I don't think it might even retain some of its style, I'm not sure. But we actually have a highlight here. Our goalkeeper kicks it out. If we can get a knock on, we do. Ossu drops it out to Archie Brown. I keep saying Archie Brown, crazy world of. Cash in, back to the goalkeeper. And if this is going to be a highlight for us, it's going to be... it's not going to be, is it? We give it away a little bit too easily in the end. A long ball forward, but no one's really looking for it. If we can try and cover the spaces here, I get the feeling it's going to be a long shot on a goal. Or he pops it out to the wing. Can we clear it? We get it half clear. There's no way out on the second man. Richardson. It's going to be a penalty, isn't it? No. Oh, now we hold out for 5 minutes at least. And we're about to get into half time here. We've not had a shot on target. We've only had 2 shots, but they've only got 2 shots on target out of 10. So what we're doing is sort of working. This isn't a game we're expected to win. If we can nick a point here, these aren't the games that are going to judge our season. It's the games against Sutton when we come to them next. Obviously, teams like that, the teams below us, around us, they're the ones that are going to judge whether we stay up or not. Throw into Wimbledon here, straight after half time. If we could not concede straight after half time, that would be phenomenal. But we've lasted 48 minutes so far, it's a long one. Top, we win that, we do. It's a good bit of play actually, we've done well to hold that. But strikers just aren't getting forward. Just about to get away with it. Strikers aren't really getting forward, it seems, for this direct counter-attack. It's not very... you say direct means like a long ball. That's what the route one is. It's not necessarily direct, it's just quick. But there was nothing quick about that build-up once we'd won the ball back. There was no intensity to go forward. It's another kick from their goalkeeper. We win that one, but strikers just aren't getting on the end of them. We might have a little bit of a tinker again in a minute just to try and change that, because we're not getting any joy out of the forward line at all. luckily they're shooting from distance and it isn't very good at the moment. It's a little bit poor, so we're going to make some changes. What can we do? Let's see, because we've got a pressing forward and second forward, advance forward at the moment. We're going to stick him as the poacher. We're going to have him as an advance forward. I'm going to make a little bit of a change to the. Going to engage a little bit more standard. It leaves a bit more of a gap between midfield, but it keeps the strikers a little bit further forward. And I mean, we're playing cautious. We don't want to go too much, but we need an outlet. Otherwise, it's going to keep coming straight back at us. We're not going to make any subs just yet. Corona might come off at some point for Clark. Just gives a bit more pace, a bit more energy, and a bit of youth. And it's a throw in to us. Can we give it to our own player for once? We do. We get fouled. No, what? No foul. Straight through the back of him if they score now. They're going to, aren't they? Oh, it's hit the bar. Get away with that one. The ref gets away with that one. If we get to 70 odd minutes, we are going to make a change. We've got a few players starting to struggle a little bit out there. We don't have many subs capable of doing it really. Corona's had a bit of a bad game. So he's going to come off for Nathan Clark. We've got James Palmer, I think, to the right midfield, isn't he? So I have to do it this way. I'm going to pause. James Palmer is a midfield right. Has he got anything that could maybe suggest he plays in the middle? He can to a degree. Not amazingly. So we'll take... Maybe this is the one really struggling. But he is the defensive midfielder. We're going to drop him as a centre midfielder on defend, I think. And who else? It's just legs really at the moment we're struggling with. We've got no other... I don't know if we can bring on really. Obviously struggling, so we'll put the goal there. We'll do the old Arsene Wenger technique. We'll put a right back in that right midfield. Let's give a bit more protection. And we'll play that. And it's go. They've got a free kick. This is going to be the undoing. No one's marking him. Oh, that's the undoing. It's a free kick again. Oh, no one picks up the man on the edge of the box. And of course, shooting outside on the edge of the box, they're probably going to score. Tristan Edwards just rolled to him. Not one of them even then closed him down once they had the opportunity, once the wall broke up. Not one of them went and chased him down. So we're going to pause again. We've got about 7 minutes to change. We're going to go with our original 4-4-2 and just see if that can do something. Start with the goal kick at the back. It's 90 minutes now basically. It looks like we're going to... I mean, don't get me wrong, do they deserve to win? Yeah, pretty much. But at 0-0 for 80 odd minutes, I'd like to have thought we could have held on, especially in the manner that we have conceded. Again, the striker's just not there for that long ball. And it's another long ball over the top. I don't think 2-0 would be fair. I think that would be a little bit harsh on us. Not that the game cares about that particularly. And that's the end of the highlight. And it's another free kick, and again, we've not learnt our lesson. We're not getting out to him quite quick enough. A bit quicker, but don't hit it. Oh, what are you doing? We get away with that one. Again, it's the ball's wild to strikers. They're not. 2-0's harsh. He's offside. 2-0 would have been very, very harsh. We've not played well, but we've defended decently enough. Apart from that free kick, obviously, we're not going to watch that. I think it's going to be the end of the game. A free kick from that offside. Capo into Johnson. Ball at the top is crazy. Oh, the midfield aren't going to push on that, unfortunately. And that's the end of the game. Don't know why I didn't change it to the very second there. There was no time. We knew that was going to finish. But yeah, not a good game. No shots on target. Really not very good. Our goalkeeper over 6.9. I think 6.8. So that is the 6.9 is our best player. Yeah. When you face a lot of shots, not many on target, I guess. But it is what it is. Like I say, they were second in the league. We weren't. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be saying they were excellent because they actually weren't. So let's see how that leaves the league table. So we've slipped back in the relegation places. Harrogate have gone above us on, well, 2 goal difference. Solihull Moors, I mean, we're still in touching distance. We're not, you know, we're not in big trouble yet. We need to get a good run going. We've got Sutton next to, they did take the lead. How do they finish up? 1-1 draw against Boston. Where's Boston? So we're just above us. So probably the best result out of all outcomes. We don't want anyone pushing away from us. We've got Sutton next. I think we're at home, so it gives us a good opportunity to get some points on the board, push ourselves out, push a bit of distance between these bottom three again. The fourth spot is possibly a little bit close to, we've all hit the 10 mark, the bottom three are still yet to hit the 10-point mark, so that's going to be vital. So yeah, we'll look at the schedule. We really need to, we've gone through it already. Yeah, Sutton next, and then we'll decide from there where we're coming back. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like down below, drop a sub to the channel if you're new here as well. If you want to drop a comment below if you've got any suggestions tactically what we can do, to see the sort of players we've got okay, not good enough players for division. We've got a lot of fringe players that could maybe step up into different roles if we need to. We've got a few players that can play a few of the more inverted commas extravagant roles like Mazzala and stuff like that. We've actually got one or two that can do it. So yeah, any suggestions, let me know. I'm all ears. And I need all the help I can get. Basically, we're getting a good few results here and there, but we need a bit of consistency and to string a good few together. So until that Sutton episode for next time, I'll see you later. Take care.